Yar, me mateys, I be your Captain Ryan, and welcome back for the Valve Marathon. Brock's gonna show up any moment for this, but so what this stream is going to be about is we're gonna be streaming Portal 1 and Portal 2, both at the same time. The single player campaign for both of them. So Brock's gonna show up at any moment, and when he does, that's pretty much when I'm gonna begin the game. So I'll give him a little snap for that. Currently streaming now. There we go. Okay. So, as I was saying, we are going to be streaming Portal 1 and Portal 2 at the same time for this stream. So, let's just begin with that, shall we? There you are, Brock.
Yeah.
All right, so now that you're here, we're going to be streaming Portal 1 and Portal 2 at the same time.
At the same time?
Well, not at the same time, but I mean, like, when I'm done with Portal 1, I'll immediately jump to Portal 2.
Oh, okay.
They're both very short games, so I could pretty much beat them within, like, 3 hours at best.
Yeah.
All right, so let me load up the game right now. Here is Portal 1. I've got the webcam on as well for this one.
Okay.
Here. There we go. All right. The game is loaded up now. There we go. It's on the stream right now. I will also load it up for the Discord. There we go. It's loaded up on the Discord. On the Discord, it's on the Twitch, and everything is ready to go.
I see it. Yeah, the graphics look good.
This was made in, like, what, 2007, I believe?
Yeah, I think so. But it still looks amazing.
Alright, so, funny thing is I'm also playing this with an Xbox controller, of all things. I guess mainly because, like, when it comes to FPS games, I have to play it with a controller, otherwise I start getting FPS vertigo, motion sickness with first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Oh, so now let's begin the game. Fun fact is that Portal 1 takes place during the events of Half-Life 1, since they both exist in the same universe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Half-Life and Portal exist in the same universe. I can show you proof of that in Portal 2 when we get to there. Your business is appreciated. I'll put the coffee mug in the toilet.
Hello, and again, welcome
there you
to
go.
the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant
there you go.
one.
Flush, but it can't go down.
And we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from stand back. The portal will open in 3.
That's funny.
2, 1.
You know, the thing is about the Portal series is that while it may have a somewhat humorous humorous surface, it's actually a lot more creepy and dark when you dive into, like, the lore and everything. It's like the situation with Five Nights at Freddy's and with Jurassic Park, where on a surface level, it's like, oh, cool, but, oh, that's cool, or, oh, that's funny, but when you dive deeper, it's a lot more scarier and creepy. All right, I can see myself. Fun fact is that during the development of this game, this was originally just going to be called Nova Prospect, a spin-off game that takes place during the events of Half-Life 2. But they decided to scrap that idea and make it become a different thing entirely, while also still being part of the Half-Life universe. So there's that piece of lore for you.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit.
Your mouth might also need to be closer to the mic so I can hear you. That's better.
Okay.
For instance, the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
The one thing that's actually kind of creepy about this is that when you wake up, you're just like these rooms are completely empty. You hear the robot AI voice. You hear the AI voice, but you also notice that when you look into the windows, you notice that there's no scientists here. Wonder what that's all about.
Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to
I kind of wonder that too.
Like you wonder, where are the scientists? You wake up and you don't notice the scientists, but you hear the sound of an AI.
Yeah.
In a weird way, this game is kind of like two different science fiction movies. The Matrix and 2001: A Space Odyssey. 2001: A Space Odyssey, because GLaDOS, this AI, is basically based off of the HAL 9000. I'm sorry, Dave, but I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're doing
that thing.
Well, please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood.
You ever saw that movie, Brock?
What movie?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
I don't think so.
You never saw it?
I don't think so.
It's a great movie. You gotta see it. All right, now I got the portal gun.
You are now in possession of the Aperture Science.
All right, I gotta turn down the volume so that way I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, so game volume. I have it all the way up on high, but I'll just put it. I'll put it there.
Handheld portal device.
There you go.
You can create your own portals. These interdimensional gates have proven to be
Alright, talk,
completely
Brock.
safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational
Yeah, I can hear you.
end of the
Hear you
device. Do not
easier than
manipulate
GLaDOS.
the operational end of the
Yeah.
device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you. Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
And that's creepy. The way the camera just follows you. GLaDOS is watching your every move.
Yep.
He's watching. In the games, they always refer to GLaDOS as her.
Yep.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
That is both a joke in of itself, but also there's a creepy part about Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. That was actually the day that GLaDOS killed every scientist.
Oh, yeah.
She killed every scientist on Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. You want to know how?
How?
Well, I will show you that when I finish this game and get onto the Portal comic book. Because that's what I'm gonna do in between Portal 1 and Portal 2. I'm gonna show off the Portal comic book. That's canon, by the way.
Okay.
Basically, you see the little companion cube down there. You shoot a portal down, and you can just bring the cube right in. Magic.
That's kind of shit I fuck around with. The cube goes up and down.
Excellent. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Right now, my portal gun can only shoot one portal, not two.
then later the game we could do too.
I believe when Portal was first sold, it was actually sold in like for home consoles, it was served in an orange box that had Half-Life 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2 in it. That was how it was first sold. The sequel, on the other hand, was sold completely on its own. Right now, this mapping is a little bit out of control because I tried to map it to my controller to where X would be basically my use key, but for some reason it's not. It's B. X was my use key for Half-Life.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Stop enhancing the truth. Now with these radios, if you bring them to certain locations in each level, it basically starts playing a white noise.
Interesting.
The white noise is actually a bit of a mystery in of itself. It's hinting towards a character called Doug Ratman, who is actually prevalent in the comic.
Interesting.
Doug Ratman is very prevalent in the comic. Let me just say this as well. Doug Ratman actually is responsible for writing some pieces of lore that we'll see later in the game. I don't want to go into complete spoiler territory for people that are new. I want to keep like foreshadowing certain events before we actually get to them.
Yeah.
This is all foreshadowing.
I only played the second one.
You only played the second one?
Yeah, but I never finished it because I was always messing around with the boxes. And plus myself too, going through them. So I went up and down all day long.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment.
Alright, so I gotta use this pellet. That pellet is straight out of Half-Life 2.
Oh yeah, it is.
Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
There you go. I made it. I deserve a cake for that. Wink, wink. Foreshadowing. You know, I have an amazing idea for a Portal game, actually. You want to hear it out? Okay. So here's the idea. All right. You know how I played Black Mesa in my last stream?
Yeah.
Black Mesa is a remake of Half-Life 1. So I think that for Portal, there should be it should basically be Portal 1 and Portal 2 merged together and then remade into one full new game called Aperture Science.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant, right?
Yeah.
Aperture Science. This is basically the counterpart to Black Mesa, the remake of Half-Life. And the name is thematically appropriate, too.
Yeah.
I hope this doesn't run out. Didn't make it. You made it. I'm gonna have to wait till it comes back around. What? I died.
Yeah.
I tried to grab that radio.
And you died.
Ouch. Like, if I can just angle it right. There you go. Now, if I go back to here and do this, I can play the white noise.
Oh.
There you go. Then it turned green.
Cool.
I've managed to get 17 of them out of 26, but I haven't gotten every single one. One of these days, I will 100% this game.
Oh.
I've actually gotten almost every single achievement in Half-Life 2, though. Surprisingly.
Oh. Is that kind of hard though to do it?
To what?
Do like every single achievement?
In Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No.
It's pretty easy. There's actually one achievement that I actually wanted to get on stream because I thought it would be funny to save it for a stream. And that achievement is basically killing a Combine soldier with a toilet.
Oh.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Make no attempt to solve it. My ass. It's easy as fuck.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Yeah, that pessimism is basically GLaDOS giving me her sass.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous warning. Momentum.
Alright, now we just go down. Woo, that's momentum.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
That's how you do that's how momentum works.
Huh.
Just shoot a portal, you jump off a ledge, go into the portal, and you go whee!
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Fun fact about Portal is that a lot of people thought that you absolutely had to go in through the blue portal first, and then come out of the orange portal. But then Valve came out and said, like, hey, you can go through any portal in whichever order you want. You don't have to go specifically through the blue one just to get out the orange one. Again, I did also say that in the game's development, it was originally just going to be a Half-Life spin-off called Nova Prospect, taking place in Nova Prospect from Half-Life 2. But it ended up becoming its own thing entirely.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
I mean, you can still kind of see the resemblance between Nova Prospect and Portal with how you're basically trapped in what is basically the equivalent of a prison.
Yeah.
There you go. I wait for it to come all the way back around. Fun fact is, the way the portal gun is actually constructed is that it basically has a tiny black hole inside of it.
Yeah. No, that's super blurry now.
What is?
The stream you're doing on Discord is a little blurry.
It's blurry on your end?
Yeah.
Well, that's the best way I can get the best picture quality.
Yeah. Oh, that's because you're doing two at the same time.
Yeah. The one on Twitch is kind of the one that really matters the most.
Yeah.
There we go. It made its way around. All right, now I can go in. All right, now I get the second in.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in Subject Hometown here.
Subject hometown here. You know, the fact that AI actually exists nowadays is actually kind of creepy. We're slowly making our way to this kind of AI.
Yeah.
I should do the iconic thing. The thing where I go in through halfway through the portal. I can see myself over there. I can see myself over there. And I can go around in a circle too. Whee! It's a merry-go-round. Or I can do this, and then I just go whee, 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 whee. Or I can do this one. Whoa, maximum velocity! Okay. You even get 2 of the iconic colors that you associate with Half-Life. Orange for Gordon Freeman, blue for Barney Calhoun.
Oh. I was trying to wonder that.
Is that a coincidence? It probably is.
Yeah.
Whoa! Just imagine actually going through that. You'd be sick doing that.
Yeah.
Thing is, as well, is that Chell, that's the character you play as. Chell's legs have braces on them, which are basically designed so that way you can basically take fall damage.
Without hurting yourself?
Yeah. In Portal 2, they were changed to long fall boots. One thing that I'll also bring up on the stream as well, so that way people will see it on Twitch later on. I'm sitting on a companion cube pillow. A pillow that looks like the companion cube. I just gotta get myself adjusted.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Feel free to pass out. That sounds very ominous.
Yeah, it does. And freaky.
It's almost like she is hinted at like she's going to kill you. She's basically teasing the idea. Very subtly, but she's gonna do it at some point. Like that's the thing that I love most about Portal is that on a surface level it just seems very funny, but when you dive into the lore, it's actually super fucking creepy. All you need now is just for GLaDOS to go, "I'm sorry, Chell, but I'm afraid I can't do that." Just like the HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
What are you hinting at, GLaDOS? When the testing is over, you will be missed. Like you'd think like, oh, like she's gonna be like, it's gonna be like, oh, goodbye, have a good day. But no, it's just gonna be like, you will be missed when you're Ash. GLaDOS is basically kind of like a serial killer almost.
Yeah.
I guess when you think about it like this is basically like a giant saw contraption. Like she's like, "Hello, I would like to play a game with you."
To handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Did you get what I was saying, Brock?
What?
I said that GLaDOS is kind of like Jigsaw.
Killer?
Yeah, she's kind of like Jigsaw.
Yeah.
"Hello, I would like to play a game with you. On the floor, there's a saw on the ground. You will have to cut your leg off in order to get out of here. If you fail within 5 minutes, we will fill the room with deadly neurotoxin." So fucking scary.
I know.
Very, very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
This just sounds creepy.
Yeah, it does. Also, when I jerk my gun up and down, I can actually see my arm, and I have like missing textures on my arm, like purple and black. Like when you don't mount a certain game on Steam for Gmod.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and grief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Okay, so I set this portal here. Let that one die out. Then bring this one over to here. Boom. I am a smarty. Forget using the elevator. I'll just use portals. Crap, I messed that up. Oh, there we go. Made it. And then it goes right into the puzzle, and boom, I solved it. You know what's an interesting comparison that I've heard people make with Half-Life and Portal?
What?
This is basically Majora's Mask, whereas Half-Life is Ocarina of Time.
Ooh, interesting.
Very interesting indeed, because Ocarina of Time is like the grand adventure tradition of the Zelda game, and Majora's Mask is basically like the weird and creepy off-brand brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
Donate one or all of your vital organs. And shouldn't you do that when you're dead, not when you're alive?
Yeah.
Foreshadowing again.
Oh, if you donate a kidney, you could do one.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But you can't donate like a vital organ like a heart.
No.
Not a lung, not a stomach, not your brain.
No. Oh, they could do like a heart transplant or a brain transplant too, but they got to charge you for it.
Due to
the
mandatory
live one.
scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable.
You also need to keep it in like
has been
certain
replaced
chemicals
with
so
a
that way it
non-fire
doesn't
course
die
designed
so
for
easily.
military androids.
Yeah.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for the
I've heard
inconvenience
a very
and wishes
disturbing
the
thing
best
is
of
that
luck.
when you die, your brain basically becomes a liquid when your body decomposes.
Yep.
All right, so
Or your brain can explode too. They do take brains though, because they say brain be still attacked.
all right, so now we're with the turrets, and these guys can just be handled by just either tipping them over, throwing them, or just putting them through a portal. So boom. Why? So calming yet so deadly.
Yeah.
I don't hate you. Not out of malice or anything. It's just because they're programmed to kill.
Yep.
Alright, let's show off some pieces of Portal lore, which is located in this area. I go into this wall, and then I turn over to my left. Bam! Pieces of lore. The cake is a lie, 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 the cake is a lie. Hello, can I help you? Tally marks for how many days he's been in here. That's Doug Ratman's writing.
Yep.
Again, there's more about Doug Ratman in the comic, but again, that's basically an example of something that he did. Doug Ratman is basically an unsung hero in the Portal franchise. He may seem like a crazy man, but he's actually just a survivor from a killer AI. Alright. Kind of do the whole, kind of do this trick. Oh wait, I did it wrong. Okay, I just gotta use it. Use it like Captain America's shield.
I never thought about that.
There we go. Boom. There's some more companion cubes, which you could basically use as ammo if you wanted to solve the turret puzzle like that. Okay, maybe don't do that when there's two of them like that. Oh, okay.
Searching. Target lost. Searching. Searching. There's
Boom. Why would there even be a test chamber like this for a human test subjects in a scientific facility? Seems kind of counterintuitive,
Fishy.
you know?
Kind of fishy.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the best idea, you know, if you want test subjects to be alive, you know? Care about the safety
Yeah.
of people.
Who are you? Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
So basically you have your own Android Bible too?
That's funny.
What, just disintegrating that dude? I guess the way he died was kind of funny.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, nice, I got a companion cube now.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
I will take very good care of this companion cube. I love this companion cube. It's got a heart on it and everything. I'm giving it a hug. Hug. I'm hugging it. The fact that I even own I also own a companion cube pillow.
Oh.
Like I own a pillow that looks like this.
Oh, cool.
I showed it on stream a while ago, but you can't really see that. You'll see it when it comes to YouTube though.
Oh.
All right, use this as use this cube to help protect me.
The symptoms most commonly produced by Enrichment Center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
Will never threaten to stab you and cannot speak. Remember that, all right?
Okay.
Will never threaten to stab you and in fact cannot speak. Well, it didn't kill me, but the pellet sure did. There you go. Me and my cube. Alright, use that to solve the puzzle. Time to show off more pieces of portal lore. Right in here. You just portal right in here. More writing on the wall.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he went crazy. Doug Ratman really went crazy having to hide from GLaDOS for a long time. She's watching you. He's taped the companion cube onto actual faces. So I guess the companion cube actually did speak to him.
Huh.
Never help. See, there's hearts all over the place.
Yeah.
Doug Ratman loves his companion cube. Not in cruelty, not in wrath. The Reaper came today, an angel visited their gray path and took the cube away. So, did GLaDOS take his cube away from him? Maybe it did. Maybe she did.
Maybe or maybe not. Who knows?
We'll see when we read the comic. Okay, let me just adjust this. And boom. Oh, that one's going crazy. Let it die out. They eventually die out after a while.
They do.
Let it hit that one.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
So it really can speak. You can't really sprint in this game for some reason.
I think you can do for the second one, I think.
Nah, you can't in any of the Portal games.
Oh. Yeah, but you can't do a Half-Life either.
No, you can sprint in Half-Life.
Oh. I don't think the first one does.
Well, in the first Half-Life, you just naturally run.
Oh.
Alright, whereas in Half-Life 2, you actually have a sprint button.
Oh.
I will say though, Brock, when you finish up Half-Life, you should go to Half-Life 2 and maybe Portal 1 as well. And when you're
the other ones?
And yeah, of course, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Where did my companion cube go?
I was talking about the other ones you did, like the green and blue ones.
Oh yeah, Opposing Force and Blue Shift. What the fuck? My companion cube disappeared. I'll have to reload that. There you go. So you'll need to play Opposing Force and Blue Shift, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2. And if you're not satisfied with Half-Life 2 Episode 2's ending, then I would recommend that you play Entropy 0, 1, and 2. And maybe, just maybe, if you get a more advanced computer, you can go play Half-Life Alyx. You definitely gotta go play Portal 1 and Portal 2 as well. Well, you have played Portal 2, but I recommend finishing Portal 2 and playing Portal 1. Considering that they are technically part of the Half-Life franchise.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized.
No, don't make me do that!
Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
Aw, that's so sad. I have to kill my companion cube? So sad.
There it is.
I know it's an inanimate object, but I grew attached to it. Don't make me do this. I'm so sorry. Please forgive
You
me.
euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
GLaDOS, you bitch. You made me kill my friend. It was an inanimate object still, but it was my little buddy. I want to know if it's actually possible for somebody to actually cheat the game and have the companion cube carry the companion cube with them through the entire game.
Nearing its conclusion. The enrichment center is required to remind
I know it's not
you
actually
that you will be
possible,
paid,
but you know, I'd like to
and
see
there
somebody
will
at
be
least
cake.
cheat so that way they could do that.
Huh.
You know,
Be
cheat
interesting.
and bring the companion cube with them. Alley-oop. Made it. Now this is when it starts getting more brain taxing.
Oh yeah, use your brain more.
Yeah, you gotta use your brain. Like, use your brain. Not use your brain, you use your brain.
Brain. That's not me brain.
Oh yeah, your brain. Alright, let's see here. And once you killed every turret, then it's safe. You make sure it goes through the portal, and then you push that button up there using portals. There we go. There's a cube, but it's not the companion cube. It doesn't have a heart on it.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Do not destroy vital testing apparatus. There you go. Reset the timer. Woo! See, it's not the companion cube. It doesn't have a heart on it.
Oh. Yeah, find the way it does.
Well, we already killed the companion cube. The one that had a heart on it. We killed it.
Oh.
Because GLaDOS made us do it.
What happens if you don't?
You can't really not do it.
Oh.
Like, you kind of have to do it in order to progress the level. Alright, now I just push the button. Shit. right, bring this back in with me. That kind of texture right there, ripped straight from Half-Life 2. See, this is the texture I was talking about.
Oh.
That's straight out of Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all done in the same physics engine after all. Exact same physics engine. Half-Life 1 and Counter-Strike were done in Gold Source. But Half-Life 2, Portal, Left 4 Dead, Team Fortress, they were all done in Source Engine 2. Or Source Engine. Half-Life Alyx was done in Source Engine 2.
Oh.
Woo, okay. You basically gotta spring around. You basically gotta use the momentum to bounce around.
Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
You know, I've been thinking as well. You know how there's a Portal movie in development?
Yeah.
Well, I think that for the Portal movie, they need to bring back all the old voice actors, like Ellen McLean as GLaDOS, Stephen Merchant as Wheatley, J.K. Simmons as Cave Johnson, you know, for the pre-recorded messages, obviously. Maybe for live action appearances as well. But then they would have to bring two new actors. One to play as Chell and one to play as Doug Ratman.
In the Equipment Recovery Annex.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think Doug Ratman should be in the Portal movie. He's basically a hero in the Portal comic, and he deserves to be seen on the big screen. Like, he is an awesome character. All right, open that door. Yeah, you got to do it like super fast, and that happens. There you go. That moved that bouncing pellet right behind me, so it doesn't kill me. So now they were hinted at a cake. And we're heading right towards the cake. But we all but from what we remember, the cake is a lie. From what Doug Ratman wrote down.
Is now over. All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
The plot twist all along was that we were going to become the cake. He's trying to bake us alive.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wait. Idea. I have a portal gun.
What are you doing? Stop it. We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge.
She's short-circuiting.
Going to murder you.
Yeah.
We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a
Time to run.
party in honor of your tremendous success.
Oh, you bet you gonna try to escape?
Yeah, you gotta escape now.
Lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party. Make no further attempt.
Can't open these
to
doors.
leave the
Wait,
testing
I have a
area.
portal gun. Gotta use it to escape.
Assume the party submission position or you will miss the
Ta-da!
party. Hello? Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here.
Yeah, she can feel us here. That's creepy.
She can feel you, but she doesn't see you where you're at.
She can see us, but she can't feel us because she can feel us, but she can't see us because basically it's kind of like the entire facility is like her body, essentially. Like we've seen what her core looks. We know what her core looks like, but this entire facility in of itself is basically her body. Like it's a part of her. And as we can see right now, we see that the entire place is abandoned because we all know GLaDOS basically killed everyone. So I will basically reveal now that the way she killed everyone was with a deadly gas called neurotoxin. She basically used turrets, you know, as sort of like those little robots that had guns on them, and she used neurotoxin. And since she can also basically morph all the walls and everything in Aperture Science, she basically was able to make like giant mashing spike plates and probably kill people that way too. Probably used all kinds of creative ways to kill people. Okay, made it. Get that out of here. And as we can see right here, all the computers are just doing a bunch of coding. All by themselves because GLaDOS basically controls everything. So freaking creepy. Like look at that. No scientist is doing that because they're all dead. But GLaDOS is probably doing that. That window was a spot we were at before. Oh yeah, this thing right here. This is proof that Portal and Half-Life are in the same universe. See, look at what it says on here.
Oh.
It mentions Black Mesa and Aperture Science. So in the Half-Life universe, so basically Portal exists in the Half-Life universe. And they're essentially competitors. Like Black Mesa's government funded, whereas Aperture is like a self-made government or self-made facility. It's not government funded like Black Mesa is. So you can imagine that you can imagine that all the stuff they've probably done here is probably very unethical and probably cost efficient, probably cheaper alternatives than actually handling things properly. The cake is a lie. 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 Well, I know that now. After all, she tried to turn me into a cake.
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
Nope, not coming back, GLaDOS.
Somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you. But they can't get anywhere. There is still some left.
Oh, didn't make it. Wait a minute, and raise it a little bit higher so that way I can make it. And wait, gotta dump.
You're not even going the right way. Where do you think you're going? Because I don't think you're going where you think you're going.
I'm not falling for it, GLaDOS. I already know what you were trying to do. The jig is up. You can't hide it anymore. Gonna get crushed. Gonna get crushed. Psych.
Didn't we have some fun, though? Remember when the platform was sliding into the fire pit and I said goodbye? And you were like, and then I was all, we pretended we were going to murder you. That was great.
Ugh, made it.
Is anyone there?
Some more Half-Life textures right over here. Thankfully, I don't have to go through all that. I can just portal my way through it.
Really shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not too late for you to turn back. I'm not angry. Just go back to the testing area.
Of course you're not angry because you're a soulless AI. You don't feel emotions.
To the testing area.
All right, gotta go down this way. All this hits differently now that I've actually played Half-Life 1 and 2.
You should have
Yeah.
left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it. Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy. Well, you may make it come on back.
So freaking scary. Didn't make it. Oh great, I've been ambushed.
Damn.
But luckily I'm smart and thinking with portals. Boom. Oh, there's one of GLaDOS's hands. And then when you interact with it, you basically yank on it and then she basically brings it back up. Because she thinks she grabbed you.
You're not a good person. You know that, right?
Wait a minute.
Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me? Searching.
This one's off, and that one doesn't have any bullets. This guy doesn't have any bullets on him. I didn't even mean to kill him, but he didn't have any bullets when he's trying to shoot at me. There we go. Okay, this way. Whoop.
Please put me down.
All right.
Hard feelings.
No hard feelings. I kind of feel bad for killing them now. Okay, let's see here. Over here. All right, I'm going to take a look at what's over here. Oh, more lore. He's watching you. Help. Cake is a lie. The 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 cake is a lie. He's been trying to sustain himself with cans of beans. And he's got like limited water supply. They're all empty. Like, wow, this is so scary. I gotta say, I love how creepy this game is.
To be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back, or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
Well, GLaDOS is now gonna finally kill me now. She's not holding back anymore. She's done holding back. Exactly as I said before, Brock. Basically like a serial killer basically offering you cake. And then once you refuse the cake, then she's just like, well, fuck you. Now I'm just gonna stab you with this knife. Whee! Alright, that takes care of that. Over here, and okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go. I think Doug Ratman wrote these messages just to help anybody who ever tried to escape.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point. He's basically he's crazy, sure, but he's also a good guy. Well, then again, I did say earlier that he's basically the unsung hero in Portal. Which is why he definitely deserves to be in the movie when it comes out.
Yeah.
I could bring this companion cube with me. It's not the companion cube, but it'll do. I'll bring this one with me. That typical loading, the typical load times.
Just like Half-Life.
Yep. In Portal 2, they changed it up radically. Instead of just a blank text that just says loading, they actually change it to an entirely different loading screen entirely. All right, companion cube, you stay right there. And I will get to work.
Put me down. Hey.
All right, knock over. Okay.
Put me down.
All right, what else is left? This guy right in there.
Deploying. Hey. Critical error.
Critical error. All right. All right, now it's time to do some momentum tricks. All right. All right, time to bring that companion cube up. Oh wait, I messed it up, but I'll get it. I'll drop this guy into the portal first, so that way he'll go flying. There you go.
Whee!
There you go.
Whee!
Well, he didn't make it very far because he's a lot heavier than I am, but I'll get you up there, buddy. Woo-wee! Okay, let's see. Let's have that one there. And that one there. There you go. I got my companion cube again. Uh-oh.
Hello. I don't blame you.
That's one of two different ways that GLaDOS basically killed everyone in Aperture. With the turrets. Alright. Companion cube, you're coming with me. Whoa! Oh, yeah, made it. There's another thing straight out of Half-Life. This these generators. These are in Half-Life 2. They're in the Ravenholm chapter.
Oh.
All right. See, I see my little buddy has been taking up bullets, but that's okay. He's invincible. All right, buddy, let's go. All right, we're gonna go this way. Oh, what is that? Whoa. Whoa. I think that's GLaDOS's chamber. We meet at last, GLaDOS. He's not gonna make it. My buddy's not gonna make it through the emancipation grid. Because once he goes through, he's gonna disintegrate. Like that.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that, and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me?
Yeah, I see that.
It's not the surprise. I've never
Alright,
seen it
now to
before.
explain what these guys
Never
are.
mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later.
So,
By
these
myself,
portal cores,
because you'll be
specifically
dead.
for
Where are
GLaDOS,
you taking that
they're
thing?
basically designed so that way the
I wouldn't
scientists
bother with
basically
that thing.
created
My
these
guess is that
cores
touching it will just
just
make
so
her
that
life
way
even
GLaDOS would
worse
behave.
somehow.
Oh.
But she didn't, obviously.
I don't want
And
to
each of
tell
these
you your
cores
business,
represent
but
like
if it were
different
me, I'd
parts
leave that
of
thing alone.
GLaDOS's personality. Like this one right here is her
I'm trying to trick
curiosity.
you with reverse psychology. I mean,
This red one right up
seriously,
here,
though.
that's her anger. And that blue one is her knowledge on cake mix.
Okay, fine. Do
Oh.
touch it.
And this
They
one right
haven't
here
just
is her
stuck it
morality.
back into me.
Interesting.
Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing
So yeah, that's
does.
what each of these
Just
does.
put
This
it
one's
in a
basically her
corner, and
morality.
I'll deal
So
with
this
it
one
later.
was designed so that way she'd stop flooding, she'd
That
stop
thing is
flooding
probably
the
some
lab
kind of
with all the
sewage container. Go
neurotoxin.
ahead and rub your face all
Oh.
over it.
The nerve gas, I guess I could say.
Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much. Do you want to marry him? Well, I might let you. How does that feel?
Not like you can, GLaDOS. You can't even walk. Sure, you can see everything in this facility, but you can't really walk.
Trust me, leave that thing alone.
You're just a robot.
More than a robot, actually. That will be revealed in the sequel, actually.
I am being serious.
Oh.
You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science
I have that ready on
emergency
standby.
intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that... Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters.
Based on the way she was talking right there, did you know that there are actually some people that find her sexually attractive?
Oh,
well.
weird.
If
Yeah.
you want my advice, you should just
There are
let
people that are into that.
Trust
Yeah.
Okay, gotta get that one.
All right. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way
That's
to
her.
go.
This is her curiosity.
Hey, look at that thing.
That thing you burned up isn't important
What's
to
wrong with
me.
your legs?
It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It makes shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
All right, now into the thing you go.
This
Curiosity kills the cat, is what we always say.
You think you're doing some damage?
2 + 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior. Destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into
All right,
your head.
here's our cake mix knowledge.
I'd just like to point out that you were given
Like the text basically is mentioning all the ingredients to make a cake.
to be a party for you.
Like that's the whole joke.
All your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend and companion Cube. Of course, he
That
couldn't
pupil is
come because you
ridiculously
wanted to.
large.
All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your perfect.
How dare you, GLaDOS? You made me kill the companion cube. I didn't want to do it, but you made me do it.
So deadly. Joking.
I'm kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes until the neurotoxin fills up the room and kills me. The whole boss fight's basically on a 5-minute time limit. Wait, I got it already. Okay, that's her anger. That's her anger. Ugh, it's disgusting. Snarling at me.
Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned. I'm currently back.
Ugh.
Something tiny.
Ugh, get away from me. Get away from me.
It's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing.
You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee.
You're just an idiot.
Life goes so long. Are you trying to escape? Things have changed.
Ugh, she just chuckled like a maniac.
What's going on up there? Back in here, I have an infinite
GLaDOS is insane.
and even
But at least I killed her.
Standing between us and
The only thing that stands between us and them. That's because the Black Mesa incident happened at the exact same time that Portal was happening.
Oh,
So yeah, the events of Half-Life 1 and the events of Portal 1 are both happened at the same time.
like all bald stuff like haywire.
Like the alien invasion in Half-Life, that was basically
Yeah.
happening the same time that Shell woke up from her cryo sleep, so that way she could kill GLaDOS.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, you don't really see it here because Portal takes place in Michigan and Half-Life takes place in New Mexico.
Ah,
So
okay.
they're too far away for us to know that the two events are happening at the same time. But I will talk. But I will say this: Half-Life 2 takes place 20 years later. You want to know how long Portal 2 takes place?
What?
50,000 years later.
Oh.
So yeah, basically Shell was basically in cryosleep for a really, really long time.
It does.
Like GLaDOS is basically Elle McLean really nails the whole idea of GLaDOS basically being both funny and terrifying at the same time. But she also manages to make her voice sound somewhat pleasant to hear. The funny thing about the message of that song is the fact that GLaDOS was basically designed to live forever.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we're done with Portal 1, let's give a quick skim over the Portal comic book. So I don't know how exactly you're going to be able to see this because I guess I could just share my screen, but yeah. I'll do just that.
They closed shut the screen off.
Here, I'll share you my screen. Okay, so here it is. So, This is the Portal comic book. This is Portal 2 Lab Rat, which is and the main character in this one is Doug Ratman. So here's Chell right here. And there he is. There's Doug Ratman. He basically wrote that on the wall. Okay, so basically there's a lot of back and forth with flashbacks in this. But what you need to know is that Doug Ratman is one of the scientists at Aperture Science, and he suffers from a condition called schizophrenia. It basically makes you see hallucinations. All right? That's what schizophrenia is. So he needs like very heavy medication in order to let the schizophrenia go away. And when he has his schizophrenia moments, that's when the companion cube actually speaks to him. But when he's on the medication, he doesn't hear it anymore. So there's that. So yeah, he needs that medication just so that way he can stay focused, right? And obviously, when he's basically, I guess you'd say, medicated, he can't hear the companion cube anymore. So that's basically what happened. But and so he basically makes another mural for Chell, because he basically wants to make sure that Chell will kill GLaDOS like once and for all. So we get that, obviously. I know there's a flashback sequence right here. So as you can see, the scientists were adding all of the portal cores onto Chell, onto GLaDOS. All right, so, like the curiosity, the anger one, the cake mix, and then finally the morality core. So with the morality core's case, the morality core basically allowed for GLaDOS to basically start calming down more, but she still got murderous tendencies, even though they put the morality core on her. During that whole ending sequence of Portal 1, there was actually a portal robot that was basically dragging Chell's unconscious body. All right? So basically when it was dragging her unconscious body, it was essentially bringing her into this test chamber that you see at the beginning of Portal 2. So basically, that robot brought her into this room. And when you're in that room, it essentially basically freezes the test subject. So when the test subject is frozen, they basically go in that situation like Squidward in that SpongeBob episode where he was frozen for 2,000 years. Just like in that. But instead it's got like a scheduled wake up time. So it's got to make sure that you wake up every like 2 or 3 months or so. So that way you can then get your exercise back in and all that. Because if you're in there for too long, you die.
Yeah.
So
for being frozen.
Yeah. So basically, Doug Ratman needed to fix that, so that way the cryo chamber would actually wake Chell up properly. So basically, in a way, Doug Ratman saved Chell from in between the ending of Portal 1 and the beginning of Portal 2. So this guy is a hero because he saved Chell in that situation. So while he did save her, that he wasn't able to save him. Well, this part is actually left for interpretation. He wasn't able to save himself because while he was under the medication, he couldn't use the companion cube to give him advice to deal with the turrets. And so the turrets ended up shooting him. And then when the medication wore off, the cube was able to speak to him again, but he had to make sure that he wouldn't bleed out. So he wanted to make sure that he would complete the test. Flashback again. We have GLaDOS here who says she wants to perform an experiment, and that is actually the quantum mechanic theory. You know how quantum mechanics works, right?
I think so.
You know the one with the cat in the box, and then you put neurotoxin in it, and the cat is both alive and dead at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the quantum mechanics experiment. But GLaDOS took it a little bit more to a whole nother level. So essentially on Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, GLaDOS basically did the cat quantum mechanics experiment, but instead she used the scientists as the cat. All right? So you get where that's going?
Yeah.
So essentially the scientist became the cat in the quantum mechanics situation.
Yeah.
Now we flash forward, and Doug Ratman managed to successfully save Chell while his while his pills were wearing off. He successfully does it. He saves Chell, and then he decides to go for sleep in one of these chambers here. While he was bleeding out. So it's up for It's up for you to decide. It's up for the viewer to decide. It's mostly an ambiguous ending, whether or not he lived or died. I mean, in my personal headcanon, he lived. What is your headcanon?
To me, like he died. Since he was bleeding out.
Okay, then. So now we both know. We both now know this piece of Portal lore. Are you ready to do Portal 2?
Well, I'm playing a game with my friends.
So then we should do Portal 2 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, then. We'll do Portal 2 tomorrow, everyone. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.